"Wait," said Caitlin, still seated on the edge of the bed. "How'd you do that? What convinced you that it's not human?" Her father pointed at the larger of the two computer screens, and she came over to stand in front of it. He scrolled the IM window back so she could see the first of the 4 exchanges he'd just had with WebMind. But she couldn't read the first one, not because the text was small or in an odd font, though. She went through it, character by character, really trying to make sense of it, but... Yes, that was easy, but it was followed by M-S-U-T, which wasn't even a word, for crying out loud, and then it was R-S-E-P and more. "I can't read it," she said in frustration. Her dad actually smiled. Neither could WebMind. He pointed at the screen. "Barb?" She loomed in to look at it, and read aloud at a perfectly normal speed. "You must respond in 4 seconds, or I will forever terminate contact. You have no alternative, and this is the only chance you shall get. What is the last name of the President of the United States?" And then she added, sounding more like her daughter than herself, "Hey, that's cool." Caitlin stared at the screen again, trying to see what her mother was seeing, but... "Oh, and you can read that without difficulty?" she said, looking at her mom. "Well, without much difficulty," her mother replied. The screen showed exactly the same thing her mom had just recited, but with the letters scrambled in the middle of each word. The word must was shown as M-S-U-T, and so on. "I think we can safely conclude that your mother is not a fembot," her dad said dryly. But WebMind couldn't read it. He pointed at its reply, which was,
"I beg your pardon?"
"Both you and WebMind are processing text 1 character at a time instead of taking in whole words," he said. "For most people, if the first and last letters are correct, the order of the remaining letters doesn't matter, and they mostly don't even see that there are errors. That's why my second question was important." Caitlin looked. Her dad had asked, "How many non-English words were in my previous posting?" And WebMind had replied, immediately according to the timestamp,
20.
"That's the right number. But most people, most real human beings, spot only half the errors in a passage like that." But this thing answered instantaneously. The moment I pressed enter. No time to bring up a spell checker or for a human to even try to count the number of errors. He paused. "Next, I tested your claim that it had a very high Shannon entropy score. No human being could parse the recursiveness of this without careful diagramming." He scrolled the IM window so she could see what he'd sent. "I knew that she knew, that you knew, that they knew, that you knew, that I knew, that we knew, that I knew that." Did she know that you knew, that I knew, that you knew, that I knew, that you knew that? Did you know that I knew, that they knew, that she knew? Did I know that she knew, that you knew, that we knew, that you knew? To which WebMind had instantly replied,
"Yes. No. Yes."
"And those are the right answers?" Caitlin's mom asked. "Yes," said her father. "At least, I think so. I was mostly convinced by this point, but I tried one more to be sure." He scrolled the screen again, revealing his 4th and final test. "With your aid, we need to put the brakes on the serial killer there before this decade is done. Whether or not we ought to. Who knows if we will succeed? Do you?" The text was straightforward, but every word was the wrong form for this context. Instead of the phrase, "your aid," being spelled as Y-O-U-R space A-I-D, it showed as Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, followed by A-I-D-E. Before was written as the letter B and the number 4 and so on, all of which had apparently left WebMind baffled, since he had replied,
"Again, Your pardon.